Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here, and your food is ready. Peter Gilmore here for my second video of the night. Once again, here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box, as always. And friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Share this video all over the internet. Make it go viral. Anywhere on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitch, Daily Motion, Vimeo, BitChute, wherever on the internet. Share the video. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your pop, tell everybody you know about this channel and all my other channels, which you subscribe to right now. But most importantly, tap that bell to get notified of when I go live, so you never miss an upload. Because if you miss out, you miss out. You don't hit the bell, you miss out on great stuff. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. The chat room's open, so you can chat with me about the video, about NXT, AEW, WWE, Raw, SmackDown, Ring of Honor, CCW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, anything in the world, politics, COVID, wrestling, sports, movies, music, whatever you want. So come in the chat. It's open for a little while, and we'll talk some wrestling, some all the good stuff. So come on in. Open forum. You can ask me anything you want, and that's all I can say about that. All right, on this late, well, soon to be very late, Thursday night, August the 6th, 2020, or if you're watching from somewhere else, it is now August the 7th, 2020. It is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review for August the 5th, 2020 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. All right. Before we start, check out my AEW review down below. Links down below. Check it out. Got a pretty interesting chat about that. And some other stuff. We chat about AEW. So check out the video down below before you watch this one, or after this video goes up. Watch the AEW review, or watch whatever you want. Watch this one first, or watch the AEW one first. I'd rather watch the AEW one first because it is what it is. It's better. It's a better product. It is what it is. All right, so the video link down below. So check it out. Share it with your friends. Give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section, or hit me up via the chat room. Like I said, chat room's open. So ask me anything you want. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And here, away we go. All right, on this late Thursday night, like I said, it's time for your NXT review for August the 5th, 2020 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. We're 2 weeks away from NXT XXX, or NXT 30, their 30th takeover in the last couple of years. And looks to be a pretty big show. Starting to formulate some of the matches that might happen. From the North American title looks, getting set up. We got a third participant. We got 2 more participants coming up. So this coming Wednesday night, and then the following Wednesday night, the go home show before takeover, we're gonna have our final participant for the North American title. I got some big men in there. Got a lot of big men in there, if you know what I mean. We already have Bronson Reed and Dexter Lumis, and we'll see who comes out between Ridge Holland, Only Lorcan, and Damian Priest. See who comes out of that triple threat. And like I said, we got 2 more coming up next week and the following week. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Killer Cross and Keith Lee for the NXT World Title. That match may be made in the next week or two. We have some interesting things happening with Keith Lee and Killer Cross on the show. We had the number one contenders match between Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai. We now know the number one contender to EO's women's title, which will be defended at TakeOver 30. We'll see who that woman is. We had the NXT tag titles on the line. Imperium taking on the Undisputed Era of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Red Dragon. See what happens with that. And we have some interesting things with our good buddy, your friend and mine, say it with me now, Adam Cole, baby! And his on and off thing with that little bitch, Pat McAfee. If you watch the end, got kind of heated and didn't go so well for our good friend Adam Cole. But that's another match that might be at TakeOver, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So the card is just about almost done. I think maybe get a tag title match, or maybe get an extra women's match for the show. Probably be 4 or 5, maybe 6 matches on the show on August the 22nd. The first hour is going to go head to head with AEW. That should be pretty interesting, because AEW is going to be on next Saturday at 6 o'clock. And AEW's AEW's second hour is going to go head to head with the first hour of TakeOver, which begins at 7, I believe, at 7 p.m. So that should be some pretty interesting stuff. Because next week, not next week, the week after, the August 19th edition of Dynamite will be preempted due to the stupid NBA. So the show will be on Saturday night, August the 22nd at 6 p.m. on TNT. And then the following week, the week after that, the August 26th show will be preempted, and it will be shown the next night, August the 27th, at its regular time of 8 p.m. So you get that. And then there's another show, I think September the 15th or September the 16th, that'll be preempted by the NBA. I think it's the playoffs or something like that. And that show will be on Thursday the next day at 8 p.m. So set your DVRs accordingly when the time comes. I'll be doing that next week. Probably a couple of days before then, because usually my DVR usually tapes on Wednesday night. So we'll tape NXT, so I'll get to watch NXT if I have an early day that day. I can watch NXT at night, do my NXT review first, and then when AEW comes on the 22nd, I could do, when I get home from work, I'll probably go home late, so I can probably do an AEW review after that. And then on SummerSlam Sunday, probably before SummerSlam goes on the air, you'll get your NXT TakeOver 30 review. So lots of stuff on that weekend. So hopefully I have enough time on this channel, I have enough time to do all these videos. So I only have a 20-hour limit. So I'm going to try to get them done. Hopefully not go like 1-2 hours with the video. But never know. It depends on the chat, and depends on how I'm feeling and all that other stuff. That's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into NXT for the week. And like I said, it was a pretty decent show. Had some storyline. A lot of storyline progression towards NXT. We got extra matches announced, and we'll go on. But it was a pretty solid show. Not bad, but not great, not good, but in the ball. Move on. Let's talk some NXT. And like I said, the chat room's open, so if you want to hop on in, let's talk. And that's it. And wherever you're from. All right, we start off NXT with our first match of the night. NXT Women's Championship #1 contenders match. We had Dakota Kai against Rhea Ripley, and themed by my good buddy, not any of my wives, but I wish she was, Ash Costello of New Year's Day. So if you like New Year's Day, like some heavy metal, go pick up New Year's Day's latest CD, Unbreakable. Tell them Peter Gilmore sent you. And if you know, and go get their other albums too, because they're pretty fucking awesome. They're a good band, not like In This Moment, but pretty up there with In This Moment. They've gone on tour with In This Moment for the last couple of tours. So, and I met Ash. She's a doll. She's like, I remember when I met her. She's like, "Oh, don't we make a good couple?" I'm like, "You think?" If she wasn't with the guy that she was with before, the new boyfriend she has now, I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "You're damn right." I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, yep, yes, very much so. Anyway, let's get to Dakota Kai and Rhea Ripley, and we already got somebody in the chat. I don't know who this is, but probably a newcomer. Electric Viper 93. Maybe he likes the Viper, Randy Orton in his bloodless voice. So Electric Viper 93, he says, Gilly Cutter time. Yes, it is. It's always Gilly Cutter time. Always. Are you from the XWF, or are you just like me saying Gilly Cutter? Because all the haters will get a Gilly Cutter. Oh yes, it's true. It's true. It's damn true. It's Vincent. I have a lot of friends named Vincent. So Vincent from Facebook, or is it my the so-called owner of the XWF, the hippie Vinny Lane? But I think it's my friend Vincent from Facebook. So what's up, Vincent? How you doing? And so, all right, so we get to Rhea Ripley and the Kai match was all right. Pretty, not great. Okay, it was not bad. Not a bad match. They still took the commentary, which was Tom Phillips and that idiot. I think it was just Tom Phillips and Beth fucking Phoenix, and then later on that bitch Pat McAfee comes in near the end. I'll get to that bitch in a minute. Commentary was talking about how Rhea Ripley didn't pick Dakota Kai to be on a War Games match, which started Dakota Kai on her really her path of destruction and her turning heel on Tegan Nox, and then the series of matches that Tegan and the had, which was the street fight at NXT TakeOver was freaking sick. You know, with Raquel Gonzalez, who we haven't seen with Dakota Kai in a while. I guess they got rid of Raquel Gonzalez because we haven't seen her in weeks. So I guess they separated them or got rid of Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know what happened with her. I personally don't care. But when Raquel Gonzalez debuted and she choke bombed Tegan Nox off the top turnbuckle, and was supposed to go through the table. Look, like her head almost snapped right on the table. It looked very scary. I thought Tegan was dead, but and then she gets involved in the cage match they had, which Dakota Kai won as Tegan was climbing down the cage, and then Raquel Gonzalez got involved and pinned Tegan, but with the door, she couldn't get through the door. She couldn't climb down. Dakota Kai just crawled through the door and to win. And then eventually Dakota Kai won the feud after that. Yeah, so we got that, and that was that. Yeah, it's Vincent from Facebook. What's up, Vincent? He says, "Fuck the Goof." Yeah, Brian the Goof, the man that got rid of my good buddy, my tag team partner, Mr. WJ, Cedric, whatever you want to call him. He has, he's now off. He's retired from YouTube, and now I guess he's retired from Facebook because of stupidity by a guy named Brian the Goof, making stupid AEW comments. And now WJ has gone into solitude. He's in a dark place right now. All because of that piece of shit, Brian the Goof. He can go fuck himself. I'd like to give him a ghillie color through a flaming pane of glass. And some barbed wire. Fuck him, man. I know WJ's not watching, but if he was, WJ, come back, man. I miss you, man. You're my homeboy. Oh, Ray. I miss him, man. I miss freaking WJ. I know he's in a dark place right now, and I hope he's getting the help he needs, and if he's going to therapy or he's taking medication or I don't know what, but hopefully he comes back to Facebook soon because we miss him, and that's all I gotta say about it. So Brian the Goof, if you're watching this, fuck you, motherfucker. That's all I gotta say about that. Should freaking ban you from the Wrestling Juggernauts fan page and from Facebook, period. Excuse me, too much beer. Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck you. Fuck you, and fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. So Kevin knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, so like I said, going back to NXT. So they bring up that. They bring up the whole thing with Dakota Kai going, turning heel and stuff. So we start off, Dakota gets overpowered and tries to chop Rhea and basically goes off her titty, and Rhea's like, puny human. And she starts firing off some clotheslines. She hits a stalling vertical suplex for a near fall. Then she starts wearing down Dakota with body scissors. Dakota tries using her speed, but then Rhea stops her with a kick, drops her face first on the apron. Yeesh. Ouch. Then she gets a near fall as we go to break. During the break, Dakota manages to turn the tide. And then return live. Rhea eats a pump kick. She avoids another few more kicks, and then comes back with a kick of her own. Going. She gets two on an electric chair drop. Dakota comes back with a scorpion kick. But as she's trying to get more momentum, she eats a flapjack. Dakota finds hits DDT counter out of the riptide. And then Dakota tries for the chiropractor, whatever that move is, and puts on the prism trap, whatever that is. Puts Dakota, but Dakota rolls through and sends her into the corner. Face first, just a running boot. And then she goes to the top rope. Rhea knocks her off. And as the referee's checking on Dakota, we see Mercedes Martinez, who is part of the Robert Stone brand with Robert Stone and Aaliyah. She hits a big boot to Rhea, and then Dakota uses the distraction and hits a top rope modified go-to kick. She picks up the win to become the #1 contender to the women's title. She will face Io Shirai at NXT TakeOver 30. So, okay. A lot of people saying she might win. I hope not. I'd rather have Io hold it for maybe another couple months, and maybe at the next TakeOver, which will probably be around Survivor Series weekend, or maybe sooner. Who knows? I would probably give Dakota the belt there, and then let Io try to get it back. Io might go to the main roster, which I hope she. Unless she's going to be paired with Asuka, then I'll be okay with it. As long as they don't ruin her like they ruined Kairi Sane. I miss Kairi. I miss Kairi. She's in my bed all the time, but along with Asuka and Io, but it is what it is. My triple threat Asian persuasion, but it is what it is. So Dakota gets the win. She will face Io at TakeOver 30 for the women's title. What happens with that? Match is all right. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Martinez gets in the ring, lays out Rhea with that modified air raid crash emerald fusion, whatever you want to call it. and then we see Dakota Kai watching on, and then she leaves the ringside area. So we'll probably see Rhea Ripley, Mercedes Martinez in a match next week, or it could lead to a match at TakeOver if they do it. Might be on a pre-show or something, or something taped for NXT TV. But we'll see what happens with that. I think Rhea's gonna be a little bit pissed. But Mercedes Martinez showing why she is part of the Robert Stone brand, and she's taking no prisoners. She beat the crap out of Shotzi Blackheart. Now she has her set sight on Rhea Ripley, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. Then we get a video from earlier in the day. We see that bitch, Pat McAfee. He's in attendance, and he's talking with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Because, Shawn Michaels and Triple H run NXT. So he's talking to Shawn about something. I don't know what. Maybe how Shawn Michaels fucked the GOAT. Then again, he'll be talking about Marty Jannetty. If you don't know what happened with Marty Jannetty, go look it up on Twitter. Go look it up on YouTube. There's a couple of videos. There's a video about my buddy General Jerry. Did a video about Marty Jannetty and stuff. That was pretty. I still have to watch it, and a very funny video. So check out General Jerry, and that's all I can say about that. So if you don't know what happened to Marty Jannetty, he admitted that he killed some guy. So. It is what it is, and that's all I can say about that. So fuck Marty Jannetty. I think he's gonna go jump out of a window to escape again, like Mr. Bobby the Brain Heenan used to say back in the day when the Rockers broke up, and then Shawn Michaels threw Marty Jannetty face first through the plate glass window of the barbershop, and then Marty Jannetty was busted wide open. That ended the Rockers thing, and then Jannetty got his ass handed to him in that feud with Michaels, when Michaels became the Heartbreak Kid. And that's all I have to say. And then we all know what happened to Shawn Michaels. Became the Heartbreak Kid, won the Intercontinental title. Then with Diesel, then his thing with Bret Hart, and all that other good stuff. That's a long time ago. We don't want to go back there. That's all I got to say about that. All right, like I said, the chat room's still open, so if anyone wants to come in, you're welcome to come in. All right, then we get to match number 2. We had Bronson Reed taking on Shane Dorn, formerly of TM61, and then he was in a little bit of a tag team with what was his name? Fix something. I forgot what his name was. But it was, he's been on NXT here and there. Now he's back on NXT, trying to get a push or something. He's taking up Bronson Reed, he was a first in ladder match as he beat who did he beat? Roderick Strong and Timothy Thatcher, I believe. Well, was Roderick Strong and Johnny Gargano, sorry. So he's in. So he gets a match, and kind of like a squash match for Bronson. She got a little ones in here and there, but not looked like a modified squash match. Less than half minutes. This stems from Dawn tweeting negative things about Reed's big win a couple weeks ago, which led him to get the win, which led to Bronson being the first participant in the ladder match. So he's kind of pissed off about that. So we begin the match, and he starts talking some smack, and then Bronson just gets pissed off, beats the living bejesus out of him. And then Dawn comes back with a dropkick, sending Reed to the outside. Dawn adds a sweet corner running senton splash and a huge shot, and then a senton and a Death Valley driver. He goes on top, hits the big splash like he did 2 weeks ago to get the win. So he picks up the win. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Wasn't anything right home. Just a squash match. And that's all I got to say about that. So pretty fun match. Bronson's on a little bit of a hot streak, and we'll see if it gets him the North American title at TakeOver 30. So, but like I said, it's basically right now you got three big. I'll talk about who the third man is in just a little bit, and that's that. All right, there we get a video from earlier in the day. We see Breezango. We got Tyler Breeze and Fandango. They arrive to the Performance Center. Then they get jumped by the Legado del Fantasma. Los Ingobernables de Fantasma, whatever you want to call them. Basically, Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde. They start beating him up. Then they throw Fandango in the trunk of the car, and they drive away. So they kind of that Fandango. So see what happens with that. Santos Escobar is and now he's in a thing with Breezango, and he's in a little thing with Isaiah Scott over the Cruiserweight title. So lots of stuff happening with that little group. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. All right, then we get to Robert Stone of the Robert Stone brand, and he has his ladies with him, Mercedes Martinez and Aaliyah, looking pretty hot. They interviewed about what Mercedes did to Rhea Ripley earlier on. Robert says Rhea may be done with them, but they're not done with her. So it looks like we thought it was Aaliyah and Rhea going at it, and Robert Stone getting involved, and then Shotzi Blackheart gets involved by running over Robert Stone's ankles not once but twice, and then Mercedes Martinez comes in, kicks the crap out of Shotzi in that match they had last week, and now she attacks and lays out Rhea Ripley. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that little segment 2 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. All right, then we get to our next match number 3. The third triple threat qualifying match for the NXT North American title. We had Damian Priest taking on newcomer Ridge Holland, who makes his NXT debut. He was in NXT UK, so he jumps over from NXT UK over to NXT. I don't know how he got over from London or wherever he was, but he's a former rugby player, so get to play some rugby, but not that kind of rugby. Basically Irish football or Scottish football, whatever you want to call it. If you don't know what it is, look it up. This was a pretty decent match, not bad. They start by beating the living bejesus out of each other with some stiff shots and a bunch of kicks as they start going into break with all the kicks and stuff. And nobody really get advantage of it because everybody's beating the crap out of each other as we go to the crap out of each other. And then Oney Lorcan hits a somersault off the top rope on both of them. Then he levels them with some running uppercuts for a couple of near falls. And then Ridge starts getting in some offense. And there was a big release gut-wrench powerbomb on Damian Priest. I don't know how he got him up, but it is what it is. But Oney breaks up the pin. Oney uses more uppercuts to take Ridge off his feet. He then grabs Priest's hair, slaps him in the back a bunch of times before running into a huge Ridge lariat. And then Damian Priest he sends Ridge to the outside, dumping him on the floor. Then he hits the Reckoning on Oney Lorcan. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest now advances to the triple threat, to the 5-way ladder match. Wasn't that bad. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. So now we have Damian Priest, Bronson Reed, and Dexter Loomis in the match to see who get the North American title in that ladder match. So we'll see what happens this coming Wednesday on the program, who will be the 4th participant in the match. I don't know. Let me see if do I have it in my notes. Did I write it down? I don't think I wrote it down. No, I do not. So we'll probably find out next week what happens with participant number 4, which 3 men will be in the match, and we'll see what happens with that. I'd like to see Adam Cole in it, but Adam Cole's got other things on his mind. But we'll see what happens. Speaking of Adam Cole, we get to commentary. Go to commentary, and we see that bitch Pat McAfee by Adam Cole. So it seems like they squashed their little beef where he made fun of Adam Cole's size, and Adam Cole got pissed and basically ripped Pat McAfee a new asshole. And then he had to apologize, and then Triple H had to step in and be like the mediator and stuff. So looks like they made up. So we'll see what happens with. I think it's not going to end well, but Pat McAfee's a fucking trash talker because he's a former punter. Piece of shit he is, but it is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. And we're going to move on from there. So Pat McAfee's on commentary for the rest of the night. All right, then we get to our next match, which lasted 2 minutes. Indy Hartwell taking on Tegan Knox. Nothing to write home about. Really nothing to write home about. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And the match was kind of it was kind of blah. Indy's trying to get going on this hot streak she won last week. I forget who she beat. But, she's trying to make a name for herself on NXT. She beat Shotzi Blackheart a couple weeks ago. So she starts with a backbreaker. And then she just gets a near fall on a big boot. But Tegan fought back. Kind of looked pissed off at the end. But it looked like a squash match. I don't understand why an Indy jobbed to Tegan Knox just after beating Shotzi Blackheart. I thought they were going to start giving her maybe a light push. But no. I kind of put it back to the drawing board. Like, I'm not gonna say buried, but but they have to push Tegan Knox, so I can understand. So match was all right. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So Tegan Knox picks up the win, and we'll see what happens with her in the coming weeks. And that's that. And we will move on from there. All right. Then we found out. I did write it down. Okay. I just forgot where I put it. Next week, we have our 4th qualifying match for the NXT North American title. We have Kushida taking on Cameron Grimes, taking on a mystery opponent. So whoever that may be, that's going to be interesting to see who this mystery opponent might be. I don't know who it could be. I don't know. It could be somebody new, from maybe somebody coming over from NXT, maybe somebody coming over from the main roster, maybe somebody else. Maybe somebody from the Performance Center, like a newbie, like a rookie. Can't be Finn Balor because he's out. Can't be anybody else that I know. Maybe somebody else. Maybe that was in the Cruiserweight tournament. Maybe it's Rockstar Spud or Drake Maverick might be it. It might be. I don't know. We'll have to see Wednesday night on the program. So we'll see our first Cruiserweight in the well, depends who the mystery opponent is. Might see our first high flyer in that ladder match. And if I had to guess, I would probably go with Cheetah to pick up the win. But like I said, it could be whoever this mystery opponent is. He or she might get the win. Because it might be a she. Who knows? And that's that. Also, we got Bronson Reed taking on Damian Priest. That should be a hard-hitting match. And Danny Burch taking on Killer Cross. That's a match which I'll get to in a minute. That stems from Killer Cross, his little promo with Keith Lee saying, "I guess we're gonna do things the hard way." And basically, we see throws one guy down, then we see another guy on the ground, and it looked like it was Danny Burch. So Danny Burch is going to try to get revenge on Killer Cross and probably get his ass handed to him. And like I said, the feud between Killer Cross and and Keith Lee is going to continue on. And I don't know if Regal's going to get involved and make the match, or I don't know what's going to happen. Or Keith Lee's going to actually maybe say, "You want the match? You got it." And then we'll see Keith Lee versus Killer Cross at TakeOver. Now I don't know if they're going to give Cross the belt. I think this might be a little bit too early for him because he just came into the company. I know he's undefeated. He beat Ciampa on the last TakeOver show. TakeOver in your house, and just beating the living crap out of everybody. I thought he was going to face Adam Cole for the title and beat Adam Cole, but now he set his sights on Mr. Keith Lee, and we'll see. So I don't mind if they give him the belt. I think it's a little bit too soon, but I would, Keith Lee just won a belt last month, so they're gonna. I mean, if he's gonna be a transitional champion, that's stupid in my eyes. I think he should hold it for a little while, and then let Killer Cross chase him for the title. Maybe at the next toss win the belt, and then him going on a monster run with it. Because I don't think anybody's going to beat him for the NXT World Title, unless it might be Finn Balor. But I doubt it's going to be Finn Balor. Right? It'll probably be somebody, like a Damian Priest maybe, or maybe Keith Lee gets it back. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. So Danny Burch, Killer Cross next week. See what happens with that. We got Bronson Reed and Damian Priest one-on-one. Should be a hard-hitting match. And we got a qualifying match, Kushida taking on Cameron Grimes and a mystery opponent, whoever that may be. So some good stuff next week on the program. And we'll see if NXT can come back in the ratings, because they got demolished this week by AEW. AEW had 901,000 views, almost, they're getting really close to getting 1 million. Sometimes they'll hit 900,000, and the next week will be a stinker, and they'll get like 700,000, 700,000. Then the next week they'll go back up to maybe 900,000. But we'll see. Maybe AEW's gonna hit 1 million, and I think that'll be a big milestone for them, because they haven't 1 million since the start of their television show way back in September. So it would be nice for them to get 1 million views again, and really put a pounding on NXT and WWE, because WWE can't really hit 1 million unless it's Raw or SmackDown, and Raw can barely get over 1.5 million views. I don't even know what this week's rating was for Raw. I don't know if what the viewership was. I think it was probably 1.5, 1.6. Maybe they went up. I think they went up to 1.67, 1.7. I think. We'll see. It's found like sometimes they'll get 1 to 2 million views because I'm on Fox, a big channel. It is what it is. That's that. So we'll see what happens next week on the program, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we will move on from there. All right, going back to the chat, we have my good buddy Javier Alejandro Ponce Clasa returns. What's up, Javier? How you doing? Welcome back. Yep. I know a little bit late. I meant to do it at about 1:30, but I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone. She's in Florida for the next week or so. She comes back next Saturday, so we got that. And then she's gonna have to quarantine for 2 weeks and get retested for a third time in a span of a little over a month. Because we had to because me and her got tested. Then we went to Florida a couple of weeks ago. We came back. We got retested. We had to wait for our results, and both of them came out negative. If you wanted to know, they came back negative. So we're good and fine. So coronavirus can kiss both our asses. But now I gotta worry that she comes back and doesn't have it this time. But you can beat it twice, but sometimes third time may or may not be the charm. I'm hoping it is, and she comes back and she doesn't have it, and she's negative again. But we shall see. So pray for my girlfriend. She comes back healthy and safe and sound, and all that good stuff. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right, I see a good fight in the next Takeover porno. I mean, you mean no, it's not a porno, but the way it looks, XXX. I get what I see you getting at. And I don't know how old you are, but watch your language, young man. Between Io and Dakota Kai. Yeah, it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a pretty damn good match. And like I said, a lot of people saying Dakota might get the win here and go on a nice run with the belt, and then maybe they go back to Tegan Nox. I don't think they really ended that feud, so they might go with Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox for the belt. Maybe Tegan Nox gets the belt, or they might give it to Mia Yim. But I think Io's gonna retain, and hold the belt for a little while longer. Than probably at the next Takeover, I think Io would lose it, probably to Dakota Kai if they keep going with it, with the storyline, or Dakota goes somewhere else. So they could go either way. I'll be pissed if Io loses because she's only held the belt for like 2 months. I'd rather her hold the belt for like 4 to 6, maybe to 8 months at most. Like I like nice long title reigns. I don't like short title reigns. Do like an Adam Cole thing. Let him hold it for like 403 days or something. Let her hold it for 403 days, or maybe make a run for Oscar's belt. At 529. I think it was 529 days, and undefeated. Let her go for that like almost 2-year reign. Kind of like have a Samoa Joe type thing, where Samoa Joe held the NXT. He held the Ring of Honor title for about over 600 days, almost 650 days, I think. So he was getting into 2-year territory, but he's the longest Ring of Honor champion in history. So there's your trivia question for tonight. Who is the longest reigning RH World Champion? The answer is Samoa Joe, at about 625, 650 days. I don't know the exact number, but I think it's around 650. But we'll see what happens tonight. But yeah, Io and Dakota Kai should have a good match. I don't think it's going to be a phenomenal, great match, but I think it would be good. Probably maybe a 3, maybe 3.5 star match, but we'll see. And that's that. Mercedes Martinez versus Rhea Ripley should also make it official at Takeover. They might do that. I don't know. Depends what else. I mean, you got so much stuff on the card. You're gonna have Keith Lee and Killer Cross probably at Takeover for the belt, for the NXT World Title. You got the Fatal 5-Way match for the North American title. You got the women's match. That's 3 matches. You might have a cruiserweight match between Santos Escobar and maybe Fandango, or maybe Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's 4. Maybe Rhea Ripley and Mercedes Martinez. That could be a match. It could be 5. And then I don't know what they're gonna do with the tag belts. So that could be a 6th match. But usually they have 4 or 5 matches, and they tape matches like beforehand to put on NXT for like a recap show. But I don't know if they're gonna come back live after or taped, because they tape the shows now. I don't know if they're gonna come back with a tape show on August the 26th and 27th. But we'll see what happens with that. But I could see it maybe happening at Takeover. It'll be if it does happen, it'll be a good hard hitting match. We'll see what happens. Let's see if Rhea can get her revenge on Mercedes Martinez basically laying her out after the match. But we'll see what happens. And that's that. And that's it. What a triple threat for a chance at the North American Championship. It was pretty good. Lorcan should have won, in my opinion. I didn't think. Yeah, they could have gave it to him, but I think they were going to give it to Damian Priest from the beginning. Because Damian's been going after. He's been involved in that North American title picture, especially when Keith Lee had it. You know, you gotta run through hoops to get a title shot. You know, with Dominic Dijakovic around, who might be appearing on Raw this Monday night, along with Killian Dane. It might be on SmackDown, I think, because it was supposed to be on SmackDown doing with a segment with Baron Corbin. I don't know if that's going to happen because they were supposed to be at the tapings, but they only taped this week's show, and then I think next week they're going to tape 2 shows, 2 weeks of SmackDown. I believe on August the 13th, which is next Thursday. So next week they're going to tape two weeks of SmackDown, which is basically the next week's SmackDown and the go home show before SummerSlam. So it is what it is. But yeah, they could, like I said, they could have gave it to Lorcan, but they gave it to Damian, put another big man in the match. You know, right now they got 3 big men. They got Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis, and Bronson Reed. They got 3 big men, and you know, it kind of looks like it's going to be the battle of the big men. You know, but now that what I'm hearing next week, Kushida, Cameron Grimes, and a mystery opponent, whoever that may be. You know, they're gonna put a high flyer in because you gotta have somebody like a high flyer who does all these crazy spots from the ladder. So you need somebody to do that. So I think they might put Kushida in it. I think Kushida might get the win. Like I said, I don't know who this mystery opponent is. I don't have any rumors or anything about it. I was thinking maybe it'd be Drake Maverick, but you know, can't be Rodney because he lost his chance. Can't be Johnny Gargano. Maybe it's Ciampa if they're gonna do anything with Ciampa. It could be Ciampa, but we'll see what happens. If it's not Ciampa, then I don't know who it is. Like I said, it might be a newcomer. It might be somebody from the main roster, somebody old, somebody new, somebody we haven't seen in a while. Who knows? So we'll see what happens with that. But you know, Damian getting it, I think it was. You know, he's not. I don't think he's going to win the North American title. I think they're going to give it to maybe one of those smaller guys, maybe Kushida or whoever else has it. But I would not be surprised if they give it to Damian because you know he's worked hard to get a shot, and I would not be surprised if he does win it. But we'll see what happens when the entire the 5 men get announced for it. So we got 2 more weeks, so we'll see what happens, and that's that. The Dexter Lumis thing that has not been discharged, according to what I read a while ago, may be more serious than it appears, despite the fact that it's kayfabe. You mean what Dexter Lumis thing? I haven't heard anything about Dexter Lumis. Maybe is he injured, or you know, there's something wrong with him? What is going on with Dexter Lumis? I haven't heard anything. Let me actually get on my new phone. Maybe I'll look it up. Go on good old nodeq.com. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. My notifications come really fast. Or too quick. What it is. Let's see here. Do I see anything with Dexter Lumis? I don't see anything. No, I don't see anything. So I don't know what you're talking about there, Jair. Where you get your news from? Hope it's not from that, not from a certain clown. You know who he is. The man that thinks he's the brash. He's not. He's trash. So let me know where you got that news from. Maybe I'll look it up. I don't see anything on Dexter Lumis, but it's nice that he's in the match. It's pretty nice. So we'll see what happens with him. He could do a lot of damage with the ladder and his high flying. Some high flying moves. but we'll see what happens. And yeah, he's just the creepiness of Dexter Lumis kind of scares me in this match. But we'll see what happens. But let me know where you got that news from, because I didn't see anything about it, and I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, by the way, they already announced McAfee versus Adam Cole for Takeover 30. Yes, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna get right into that in just a minute. So be patient. And that actually brings me to the end of the night. The main event for the tag team titles. We had Imperium, Marcel Barthel, and Fabian taking on the Undisputed Era of Red Dragon, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. We also had Roger Strong and Adam Cole, baby, at ringside, cheering them on. So basically, Undisputed Era back and forth, looking to regain the gold, and hopefully maybe Adam Cole profits going. And then I'm going another few months with the belts. Maybe Adam Cole will get the North American title or the NXT World title back. That'd be nice. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly looking to become the first ever four-time NXT Tag Team Champions. So they're going at it with Imperium, who got laid out last week. So that's how that match came about. And the match wasn't bad. It was all right. Nothing great. It's also with Kyle and Fabian Aichner trading chops and some forearms. And then they go at it. And while this is going on, Pat McAfee's talking about how Adam Cole took offense to some of the things. I mean, the whole thing with McAfee talking about his size, and then Cole gets pissed off about it, and he broke the microphone and gets in his face. I thought he was gonna beat the shit out of him, which would have been really nice, but it is what it is. So anyway, we go back in the ring. Bobby Fish is in with Fabian Aichner. And Undisputed Era go to work on Bobby Fish's arm. They start targeting it a little bit, and Undisputed Era are in trouble as we go to break. Come back, Fish remains isolated. And then we see Adam Cole staring down Pat McAfee most of the time. Because basically, the announce table was like right near the partition, right near where the fans stand, and where the announcer is. Well, not the announcer, the ring announcer table is. So basically he can hear everything. Because Adam Cole has good ears. So McAfee's talking about Adam Cole. Adam Cole can hear it. And Cole's just like looking over at McAfee every 5 seconds. And this leads to Beth Phoenix leaving the booth. Oh, thank you. One less person to hear on commentary, even though Pat McAfee's a piece of shit, and so is Beth fucking Phoenix, but it is what it is. While this is going on, Bobby Fish gets free, gets the hot tag to Kyle O'Reilly, just goes completely berserk. He puts a knee bar on Barthel, looks to win the titles, but Barthel makes it to the ropes. Pat McAfee keep calling Adam Cole short and tiny, and Adam Cole heard that, and he comes over to McAfee. He's like, in that little, and calling me an angry elf. So McAfee's like, I'm just having fun. I'm just talking smack. Be easy. I thought we were cool and everything. And Adam Cole's like, I thought we were cool. Like stay in your lane. Just shut the fuck up. So McAfee continues to talk trash, and then Adam Cole gets pissed. Takes a bottle of water. Do something, you son of a bitch. And then Roddy has to come over and hold him back. And then we see referees come out. And then we see Triple H and Shawn Michaels come out. Break this up. And while this is going on, it causes a distraction. And the champs stop. They throw up Bobby Fish and they beat up Kyle O'Reilly. Then they knock him on the apron, and then they pick him up. And they hit the European uppercut powerbomb move. They hit their finisher. Bobby Fish, excuse me, to pick up the victory, which sucked. I wanted the Undisputed Era to get the belts back because I'm not really that big on Imperium anymore because we haven't seen Walter in a long time, and he's still if you haven't figured out, Walter is still the NXT UK champion because they haven't shown a new episode of NXT UK in a long time thanks to this fucking virus. They'll be showing best of shit, so who knows what's gonna happen with Walter and the NXT UK title and the tag team titles and the the women's title that Kaylee Ray has. They're gonna be champions forever at this rate. They'll be 2-year champions by the time this fucking virus ends. Because they can't come. There's the travel ban's still around. They can't come over. Can't have them coming over from England because they have to be quarantined, and you can't have people going to England like a Finn Balor or any like a Rhea Ripley or anybody because they have to quarantine when they come back. And it's just gonna be chaos because who knows what's gonna happen. And good old Vince McMahon wants to have a show in Saudi Arabia. Good luck with that, Vince. Good luck. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Sucks that that Fish and O'Reilly, O'Reilly had to lose, due to distractions and shit. But Imperium keeps the belts, and we'll see what happens with Imperium over the next couple of weeks and who their next challenges may be. Well, that's that. And then right after that, we end the show. We see the game. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they're out trying to keep McAfee and Adam Cole apart. So the referees get McAfee. He's about to leave. Then he comes back, calls Cole a tiny man who will always be a bitch. And then that pissed off Adam Cole. He hops over the announce table to get back. And then his stomach's like he's dangling on off the table. He's like this, like planking on the announce table, and everybody's holding him back. And then McAfee comes in and punches the shit out of him, knocks him out, lays him out, and then we see security taking Pat away as Adam Cole is knocked the fuck out, and Shawn Michaels is down looking at him, and freaking Triple H is like pissed off. He shoves Pat McAfee like about 15 feet in the air. Was Triple H pissed. It is what it is. So that ends the show. So Pat McAfee, he is a punter, basically trying to emulate Randy Orton, but Randy Orton does a punt kick way better, just my opinion. So that's that. He lays out Adam Cole. And I don't know what that is now, but and like I said in the chat, it was announced on ESPN by Triple H that Pat McAfee will be challenging Adam Cole for a match at TakeOver 30 1-on-1, and we'll see what happens with that. And I think this is going to be a one and done. It's not going to be a long feud. It's not. It's just going to be a one-time match. And I think Adam Cole is going to beat the living fuck out of this prick. I hope he does. Because if fucking Adam Cole loses to this fucking prick, I am fucking done with NXT. I might be done with WWE. I'll still watch the product, but I couldn't give two shits. I will not support NXT. I will not support WWE because as Adam Cole is your cash cow in NXT. Why would you disrespect him like that? And make him lose to a fucking punter. Why? Adam Cole should be going either for the North American title or going for the NXT World title, trying to win it back for the second time. Winning both belts back for the second time. But he's in a stupid feud with this fucking prick, who should be suspended or at least fired. He's fucking boring. Talks so much shit. And it's going to come back and bite him. He's going to get his fucking ass kicked. I hope the rest of Undisputed Era at ringside. And they beat, Adam Cole throws him to the outside. And then, he starts talking to the referee. And then the rest, like Roddy, Kyle, and Bobby just beat the fuck out of him on the outside. And then they throw him in. and Adam Cole hits the last, hits the last shot. It's a big fat fucking super kick right to the mush, and then he's like, "That's it. I'm gonna annihilate him. I'm gonna end him." Then he hits the last shot, knocks Pat McAfee the fuck out, and he pins him 1, 2, 3. Well, then again, he get hit with the Panama Sunrise, that Canadian destroyer off the top, thing he does. Break Pat McAfee's fucking neck. Fuck Pat McAfee, man. Fuck him. I don't care if it's real or it's a fucking storyline. Fuck him, man. I hope Adam Cole wipes the floor with him. I don't care if Pat McAfee gets a couple of moves in. I don't care. Just as long as he gets his ass kicked. And he will get his ass kicked. And Adam Cole, Bay, will win the match, and he will get back into the North American title picture or the world title picture, and he will, hopefully by the end of the year, get back either the North American title or the world title. As long as he doesn't get called up to the main roster, because we all know what's going to happen. He's going to get misused. They're going to hype him up, like with Matt Riddle, like what they're doing with Matt Riddle. They'll hype him up for a few months, and then forget about him. They'll put him in mid-card hell, which is going to happen to Matt Riddle. He's in this stupid feud with Baron Corbin, and now he's facing Sheamus on Friday Night SmackDown, as looks like Corbin and Jeff Hardy are going to start a feud. I don't understand why that Hardy and Corbin are going to start a feud if Corbin has a King's Ransom on Matt Riddle's head, which kind of makes no sense there. It is what it is, and that's that. So that's Friday Night SmackDown. We also have on Friday Night SmackDown we got the Firefly Funhouse with a good buddy Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. We'll see what happens with him. There's rumors that he and Alexa Bliss will get together, maybe a love angle, kind of like an incest angle, like that Alexa Bliss will be turned into Sister Alexa or Sister Abigail. So Alexa Bliss will turn back to heel again, which I think is better because she's way better as a heel than a face. But then again, she has to contend with Nikki Cross, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Because Nikki Cross looks to be turning heel, so who knows what's going to happen with that? And that's that. So all that, I gave the match 2.5 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5 stars. I gave the Aftermath 3 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens next week on the program with Pat McAfee and Adam Cole, baby. What ramifications we might have. I think McAfee probably be suspended or fined or something. He should be thrown out, but he's got this match coming up in 2 weeks with Adam Cole, and Adam Cole is gonna send him packing back to wherever the fuck he came from. And that's that. Just as long as he doesn't continue to talk shit on the show after he gets his ass handed to him. But it is what it is. And we'll see what happens with that. And we will move on from there. So, all that, NXT, decent show, not bad. I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below in the comment section. You can also send your questions for future Q&A down below as well. And just don't forget to smash that bell. Turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. So you'll be notified when I go live. Because if you miss out, you miss out. I can't do anything about it. And smash that like button to death. And hit that subscribe button on this channel. Hopefully we're getting close to we're three away from 350 subscribers. Hopefully we start on our road to 400 subscribers and maybe get up to 500 subscribers. Maybe by the end of the year or early next year. But slow but steady. I'm not really, wanting to get, if I get a lot of subs, that's great. If I get 1 or 2 a day, or one or two every couple of days or every week, that's fine. I'm not all about subs like some people we know, but I'm just here having fun. Actually, this this Sunday I will be doing a very special edition of the Gilmore Chronicles. It'll be my 11-year anniversary. No, yeah, wait, yeah, 11-year anniversary on YouTube. So I'll talk about some memories I had on YouTube, the good times, the bad times, maybe what the future holds for my channels and for me. You know, been here a long time, long time. You know, I originally I started my first channel in 2006, but I didn't start doing videos until 2009. August 9th to 2009, I started my very first Gilmore Chronicles video. And all the channels I used to have: Human Killer 99, Killer Demons, not the current Killer Demons. I had Demon Killer 99. And so many other channels. The original TGC Reborn before it got falsely taken down by assholes. You know, I'll talk about the good times and the bad times on YouTube over the last 11 years. And hopefully you can join me on Sunday for that. I believe it's episode 173 of the Gilmore Chronicles, as we're getting close to 175, which will be a special Q&A show. So hopefully I'll talk some wrestling, and then hopefully I can get some people in the chat, and we'll talk about wrestling or anything in the world. Open forum. Ask me anything you want about the virus, about baseball, basketball, football, hockey, badminton, bowling, whatever. Talk about music, you talk about movies, politics, whatever you want. So that's coming up on Sunday, August the 9th, which will be my 11-year anniversary. So we got a lot of anniversaries. Daily X-Men celebrated his 10-year anniversary. Damn fucking do. My good buddy Double Z TV on Tuesday is celebrating, I believe, his 10-year anniversary. So that should be that's awesome. And then I'm celebrating my 11-year anniversary. I think WJ's been on the longest. I think he's been on around the same time as me. I think the same thing with Boston. I would say Boston Fan 79, but it doesn't do videos anymore. So he's been around the same time as me. I think General Jerry's been around, getting close to 10 years. I have to ask him about that. But a lot of people have been around since like 2008, 2009. Some people have been here since the start of YouTube, when it started in 2005, 2006. They've been around a long time. YouTube's been around about 14, 15 years. Crazy website that it is. That is run by fucking idiots now. And that's why a lot of stupid idiots are here on YouTube. It's a fucking insane asylum around here. Especially in that so-called community called the YWC. That's why I left that fucking community back in 2015. Too much fucking drama that I got into, and I got into a lot of trouble with. And then, it kept, drama kept coming my way. 2016, 2017, a little bit 2018, but ever since like middle part of 2018, drama fucking free. So I don't like to go back and forth with fucking assholes. I got better things to do. I got a good job, making decent money, paying my bills. Got a great wifey, Rosa. I've been with her for 12 fucking years. 12 fucking years, long fucking time. Going on 13. Hopefully it'll be a lucky 13, but we'll see what happens. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Got a grandson now. He lives in Florida with Rose's daughter, not my daughter, but stepdaughter. But it is what it is. So we try to go there every. I try to go there every year, because when I get my vacation time from work, I like to take my vacation time and go to Florida for a week. I wish it would be 2 weeks, but Rose is there now. She's gonna be back next weekend. She's there for 2 weeks. taking care of the kid, taking care of the grandson, who's so cute. I think he's like 3 years old. Fucking kid's big as fuck. Not that big, but he's fucking big. Fucking cute as fuck kid. Awesome. Awesome kid. Starting to get to know me and everything. That's just awesome. You know. I love the kids, children. I love the kids. Like John Cena. But I'm not on steroids like John Cena. But this is what it is. So that's that. So Sunday, like I said, on, I believe, TQC 173, my 11-year anniversary. So hopefully you can all come on in the chat, you know, celebrate with me, talk some good stuff. Maybe I might have guests. I don't know. I'll just leave them in the chat. I mean, if they wanna, you know, if they're in the chat, they want to come on, we can discuss some old school stuff. You know, we'll have a nice little couple, maybe an hour chat, maybe an hour, 2 hour chat. Not gonna be too long because I got things to do on Sunday with the well, I got, you know, I could go 2-3 hours if I wanted to. It's not gonna be a big thing, but I don't want to make it a big thing. But depends how the chat room's doing and what's gonna happen. But should be a good video on Sunday. My 11-year anniversary, just amazing. 11 fucking years on this site, and I thought it would have been gone in 2017. What's the way this website is, and all the drama and the you know people with just being fucking idiots and death threats and all this shit that's still going around. You know, I wish it would stop. I really wish people would just act their age and stop being fucking pricks and thinking they're the greatest thing on YouTube when they're not. I'm the YWC champion. No, I'm the YWC champion. I'm this, I'm that. You're nothing. You're just a person talking into a fucking webcam or a camera. Oh, it's fine and dandy. You can proclaim that you're a champion, but you're not a champion. You're just holding a fucking toy belt or a replica belt. You know, I proclaim myself as the YWC Universal Champion because, you know, I was given the belt. I was given that title by WJ. I was given the title Face of the YWC, even though I'm not part of the YWC. I'm the face of YouTube. I wish I had more subs. Then I can really be the face of YouTube. But I'm not. I'm just some 43-year-old schmuck from Jersey. Yeah, I'm 43. That's how old I am. I'm a fucking old fart. Look, you know, you see the beard. It's starting to grow back again. I gotta get a cut next week. Gotta go to the barber. Go to the barber and get a cut. I would get a razor, or an electric razor, but they fucking suck. Sometimes, and anytime I get a blade, it doesn't really I don't get the good shave I want. You know, there's so many blades out there, like Harry's, you know, and stuff, you know, sponsors like some of these radio stations have, and I think JD, you know, has Harry's as a sponsor. They're you know, they sell shaving cream and razors and which gives you a good shave and all that other stuff and trim shaves and stuff. But who knows? I don't have the money for that shit, but if anybody wants to donate it to me, that's fine and dandy. You know, but it is what it is. That's that. All right, I talked enough about that. All right, let's end this baby up. This is 3:24 in the morning. I'll probably be up for another hour or two. Who knows? I'm wired right now, so I can go another 5 hours if I wanted to, but I'm not. So I want to get some sleep. You know, at least I have the day off tomorrow. I love having Fridays off. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do, but most of the time I have Friday off. Next week I got Thursday and Friday off. I gotta work Monday, I gotta work Wednesday morning, and I gotta work Saturday. So, and then Saturday and then Sunday. So 16th I'll be working a few hours on the 16th. So as long as it's not on SummerSlam weekend. I mean, I'm working on during NXT Takeover, so I'm gonna miss most of Takeover, but it'll be on in my I'll watch most probably the beginnings of Takeover on the 22nd. So I'll see some of some of the matches. And then I got AEW tape, so I'm gonna watch when I get home. I'm gonna watch AEW, and then later that night I'll do my review, and then on the 23rd, probably in the afternoon if I don't go out anywhere. Actually, I got a doctor appointment at 1:30, so probably around 3, maybe 4 o'clock if I don't go anywhere. I'm gonna do my NXT Takeover review, and then get you ready for SummerSlam. I'm gonna watch SummerSlam, and then do another video right there and there on this very channel. So get ready for a lot of videos on this channel doing SummerSlam weekend. AEW, you got NXT, AEW, got 4 videos coming on this channel doing SummerSlam week. So should be some good stuff. Hopefully I have enough space, enough hours left on StreamYard with these particular channels, so I can do it. All right, let's end the show with Jair, and he says Imperium wasn't on NXT UK. Well, they were in NXT UK, but they haven't been on. Like I said, there hasn't been a NXT a live or a taped NXT UK because of this fucking virus. They can't do anything from wherever they do NXT. So all the people from NXT basically doing nothing now. They can't they can't even train, which sucks. They don't have. They don't have a performance center there. I don't think. I don't know what they have there. But it is what it is. So they're fucking stuck. Tony Storm, Piper Niven, Kaylee Ray, and all the other women there. Welter. I can't even name anybody off the roster really. But Walter, they're all stuck in NXT doing nothing. Sad because of this fucking virus. I would love for them to come over and get on NXT so we can actually see them. Until this fucking until it fucking starts this virus starts calming down in Europe, and it started kind of slow down in Asia. New Japan is having shows with fans. It's awesome. Not many fans, but fans. It's great. But yeah, Imperium hasn't been on NXT UK in God knows how long. But I think they put them on NXT, regular NXT, because they needed tag teams. So there was no tag teams there. All you had was Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, and then they had Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher. They broke them up because Matt Riddle went to the main roster. And then Pete Dunne, that's another guy. Pete Dunne hasn't been seen on TV in a long time because he's stuck in Europe. He's stuck in London. So we're never going to see Pete Dunne until this fucking virus ends and the travel ban ends, which probably won't be till next year. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks, man. So I don't know what's going to happen with all these UK stars when this fucking virus ends. What's going to happen? I don't know. And that's that. But I like Imperium on NXT. They're the tag team champions. Had a pretty decent match with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Kind of ended stupidly thanks to Pat McAfee and Adam Cole. But I don't know who's going to beat Imperium now. I don't know. If Indus Sher is still around, and then the guy I don't know. I think one of the bigger guys from Indus Sher who leaked out the Keith Lee winning both belts. If Indus Sher is not in trouble, I would probably give them the belts because that's the only team I know. Or Breeze Dongo, that's the only other team. But Breeze Dongo, every time they get a title shot, they fail. Kind of like Enzo and Cass. Boy, there was a rumor that they're coming back. They'll probably get the same treatment when they were in NXT and WWE. Every time they get a tag team title shot, they get so close to winning it, and then they don't win it. But who knows? I'd rather not have Enzo back in WWE because I fucking hate his guts. And Big Cass, I don't know. He's so fucked up right now, Big Cass. He's in the doldrums of fucking depression and anxiety, I don't know. He is like really in the dumps. And Enzo's trying to talk him out of it, trying to help him out as best he could. But I don't know if there's anything that can save Big Cass right now. I hope he doesn't kill himself, but he's really in the doldrums right now. So we'll have to see what happens with that. All right, last comment of the night. They give Sheamus a terrible booking, but on his YouTube channel, good exercise routines. I haven't seen Sheamus's YouTube channel. I'm gonna check that out probably later or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. But I've heard his workout routines are pretty damn good. I might try some of them. I need to work out. DDP work. I do DDP yoga every so often. So get energy, and when I have my bones, my body's all fucked up. So all the fucking shit and this crap I drink. But I need the DDP yoga to stretch out my body because I work so fucking hard, and I sometimes pick up a lot of heavy totes and boxes and stuff, and when I pack a lot of stuff in a bag, I have to pick up the bag, and sometimes the bag is heavy, and I gotta lighten the load. But I'll check it out. I'll check Sheamus's thing out. But yeah, that booking Sheamus horribly. I thought they were gonna. The whole thing with him and Jeff Hardy, the whole DUI stuff and the whole alcoholism angle was kind of stupid. I don't understand why they had Sheamus win that match at I think it was Money in the Bank or the one after that, and then at least Jeff Hardy wins the bar fight, so he kind of ends the feud there. But now Sheamus is in a match with Matt Riddle. And they're thinking that Sheamus might win the Intercontinental title from AJ Styles. And there's another rumor. I hope it probably won't be true, but you never know. That AJ Styles is going to go to NXT, and he's going to stay in NXT until his contract ends, which will probably be, I think, next year or two. So AJ is going to finish his career at NXT, which I think is a really stupid idea. So don't believe everything you hear from stuff. Not from me. I just read it from whatever fake place like Facebook or wherever it comes from. But if AJ does end his career in NXT, I hope he gets the NXT World Title and then retires with the belt and holds it for a while, at least maybe 6 months to maybe a year, maybe longer than a year. Then maybe he can face Adam Cole if Adam Cole is still there. But when they lose AJ, I think AJ is probably gonna. When AJ retires, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to be an agent or he's just going to be home with his kids in Georgia. Then he could go back to Japan and maybe be a coach. He could be in NXT and be a coach. Maybe he can be a commentator. That'd be interesting to see AJ on commentary. But we'll see. Yeah, the whole thing with Sheamus is stupid. But eventually he's going to be thrust into that Intercontinental title picture and he'll probably win it. Probably from AJ or maybe from Big E. But it is well. I think Big E will get it first, and then Big E will probably lose it to Sheamus when he starts his Universal title run and probably wins the Universal title maybe by WrestleMania. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens with that. All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to end this video up. It's 3:33 in the morning, so everybody should be, well, if you're on the East Coast, get some sleep or go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep in a little while. But I'm going to edit this video up, probably watch a couple videos, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'm going to get up in the morning, do some chores. I got to go to the pharmacy tomorrow. I got to get some medication because they fucked up my medication. As always, the pharmacy fucks up everything. So I have to get some extra medication and get that. I gotta hope my paycheck goes through. It went through. I just gotta wait for it to clear into my account because I got a pending bill on my account, my internet bill, which I paid off. Thankfully, I don't have much money in the account now, but I got my paycheck, so I'm hoping it goes through tomorrow so I don't get an overdraft. I already got one overdraft because one of my checks bounced, which fucking sucks. I hate fucking bounce checks. I fucking hate them because it fucking fucks up my fucking credit and it fucks up my fucking account. So I'm hoping I don't get a second overdraft with them taking the rest of my money out for my internet bill, and then I have to pay another charge, which fucking sucks. But we'll see tomorrow. I'm hoping that the money goes through okay, and then it takes out the money for my internet bill, and then I have some money for I got some extra money in, so for food stamps. Not food stamps. I'm sorry. I don't get food stamps. I'm just lying. Some extra money from the government. I got some money, so that's good and dandy. So maybe Sunday I might go to the grocery store, get some extra things. Maybe go to the supermarket, or maybe get some stuff at my job on Saturday, or probably I'll get it Monday. Get a couple of things, maybe some frozen pizza and some mac and cheese or something. I got a few dollars, not much, but it is what, so I can get that. And that's that. All right, everybody, I got to take a shit. So I'm going to end this video off. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to Javier. Thank you to my good buddy Vincent from Facebook. Thank you for coming in the chat. And that's it. So once again, give me 6.5 out of 10 stars for NXT. It was a pretty decent show. And we'll see what happens next week on the program. And that's it. So we got SmackDown tomorrow night to end the week. And then next week, we start a new week of action. We're getting closer and closer to some big events. We got NXT TakeOver 2 weeks from Saturday. We got SummerSlam 2 weeks from Sunday. And then we got Payback right after that. I almost forgot about. People are going to forget about that Payback the week after on August the 30th. So we got two pay-per-views coming up. Three pay-per-views coming up in the span of a couple weeks. So Payback's coming in August 30th, and then the week after that is All Out 3 from AEW, which will probably be the best one of the better shows. I think Takeover would be excellent, I think, and then All Out should be once again another good show, but we'll see. So lots of good stuff coming in the next couple weeks, and to end August and go into September. So the dog days of August are upon us. Only about a month away till the fall, and Labor Day's coming up in a couple weeks, and then we got Labor Day coming up. We're going to start talking about Columbus Day, Halloween. I don't know if there's going to be a Halloween parade or kids going to be even able to go out with this fucking virus. I have no idea. I know the stores are going to get a ton of candy for what reason I don't know. If there's no Halloween, then why give out candy? There has to be a Halloween. For the kids. Just do it for the kids. If there's no Halloween parade, I don't give two shits. As long as the kids can go out and get their candy and everything. They have to wear masks and social distance and shit like that, but there has to be Halloween. I don't think there'll be a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, which fucking sucks. I mean, they already took out the Rockettes special at Radio City Music Hall, so there's going to be no Christmas special this year, which fucking sucks. My mom loves that shit, but not going to happen this year, which sucks. I don't know if there's going to be a tree. I don't know if they're doing a tree lighting this year in New York City, right around Radio City. I don't know if they're going to do that. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen for New Year's Eve. Is there going to be people in Times Square celebrating the ball dropping, depending on how this fucking virus goes between now and December 31st? And who knows what's going to happen in 2021 if this fucking virus goes into a second or third wave. Gets really worse. It's getting close to flu season now. I hope you get your flu shot this year, people. Get your flu shot. And it's hopefully next year when this vaccine comes around, get the vaccine. If you're bold enough, get the vaccine. So you don't go to Florida and come back, you have the virus, and you already got the vaccine and it doesn't work. Who knows if it's going to work when it comes out, if it comes out at all. That's it. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off for the night. Thank you to everybody for joining in. Hit that like button, subscribe, smash the bell, all that other good stuff. You know what to do. If you don't know what to do, then you need fucking help. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your Thursday night. If you're in the Northeast, go to bed. If you're in the West Coast, start thinking about going to bed, or get a late night snack or an ice cream or whatever. Watch some YouTube, watch some Netflix, whatever you want to do. Watch some wrestling, whatever. And that's it. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with my SmackDown review on the Killer Demons channel. Right after SmackDown goes off the air, so about 10:30, maybe around 11, maybe 11:30 the latest. SmackDown review will be up on the Killer Demons channel. We'll talk about SmackDown. Hopefully it's going to be a pretty decent show, but we'll see. It's WWE we're talking about, so who knows. So that's it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. And as I said before, if you're not down with that, not down with me and all my channels and all my subs and all my friends that I made on here, if you're not down with all that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's that. You can suck my fucking fat Italian cock if you don't like it. Because you can't do anything about it. The train will not stop. It's never going to stop. 11 years and counting, ladies and gentlemen. 11 fucking years and counting. Not going to stop. Not stopping. Unless YouTube, ends tomorrow. Then the train stops. But it doesn't look like YouTube's ending anytime soon. Even though it's run by fucking idiots. That's that. So, the train will continue on for another 11 years. Or another few years. We'll see. Not gonna be too long. I mean, I could be 60 years old still doing YouTube. When I should be retired. But who knows? As long as good wrestling is on and I still have good friends and meet new friends, I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna keep going. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you. Don't watch my channel. Don't subscribe. Don't leave comments. Don't do anything. Want to be a troll? Be a troll. Go fuck yourself, though. That's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm out. And watch my AEW video in the description below as well. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace! You fucking sons of bitches!